When you want to talk footy,
Listen to the roar.
there's only one man for the job.
They're loving it right now.
Oh, main man, Lachy Reid.
I should be so lucky, 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 lucky.
What a star he is.
Lachy, welcome back.
Thank you very much. A week off. Well, it worked Monday with you.
Thank you, by the way.
But,
Great job.
down south.
Great
Beautiful
job.
down south.
Thanks for the chop out, mate. I was bloody wounded.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you were on your knees, weren't you? Struggling. You text me saying, I can't do it, mate. Can
and
you
know
come
I
in,
would,
save the
but I
day?
just couldn't get there.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Hey, what are we thinking
Too late
this
out the
weekend?
back drinking beers by the fire.
What are we thinking this weekend? We'll start with the Dockers and Collingwood
Danger
game.
game for Fremantle, I
Danger,
reckon.
isn't it?
Yes.
Collingwood get back a
Yep.
few handy players. Pendlebury, Elliott, Cox, not too bad, just offers them
Ginnivan.
something different. And Ginnivan's
Yeah.
back in the team. So there's
Cox.
4 pretty handy inclusions that'll come into that side.
So I think a lot of the time, not a lot, sometimes when those teams that aren't going to make the finals, I wouldn't
Yes.
think Collingwood are going
No.
to. When they come to Perth, they go, right, here's a good opportunity. Side bottom can chill out. Leave Pendles, he's had a virus. Leave him at home. And they come over with a pretty depleted side. But you can tell by those inclusions and omissions, they've got rid of they've got rid of Begg, Brown,
Brown.
McRae,
A few of the
and
fringe players.
fringe players gone.
just
In
make
comes
up
the
numbers.
experience. Weather's going to play a part. If it's rainy, obviously we saw Freo last week in the wet, struggled a little bit. So, and I think WA teams in general struggle over the period in the wet. So maybe Freo have had the 1 week to get their hands and grip to it and whatnot. But yeah, danger
Handy
game.
inclusions too for the Fremantle
Big
Dockers when
inclusions.
you think about it.
Yeah.
You get Taberner back. I know he doesn't actually work with the wet so much, but he's
He's
a
an
handy
option,
forward.
though.
He's
He's
a
down the
target
line,
for him.
yeah.
The 2 key players, hoping that Walters gets back. He designed the
So what's
Sadok Nichols jumper. He was out in isolation for the past few weeks.
Yeah.
But back training, he'll be right.
Yeah,
You would have to.
yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
they're casting doubts over it, but
Well, why though? I don't.
players come back from isolation
All
a
the
week out
time.
and play
Yeah.
all the way. Switkowski as well.
Switter, he's elite. He's important.
Yeah,
Very
Lake's in.
important.
I'm going to cause a little bit of controversy.
Yeah.
Oh, hang
yeah.
on. Turn him off.
What's
Luke
happened?
Shuey
never
should
heard
be
yet.
playing in the
Ooh.
WAFL this weekend and not playing in the AFL.
And why is that?
Because, mate, he's played 4 games this year. He's
Yeah.
had a host of hamstring injuries. I want Luke Shuey to be playing next year. And if he does his hammy in the hustle and bustle of an AFL game over the next week or 2 weeks, then we have to start talking about whether he can go on next year.
Okay.
If he goes in at 60%, 70% in the WAFL, plays limited game time, just gets himself right, maybe even plays another one next week, and then comes in after the bye and plays the last 10 games straight, then all of a sudden Luke Shuey is like, we're excited about next year.
Now, I would say, now having spoken to someone in the know, I
Right.
don't think his hamstring was bad at all.
Okay.
I don't even think he knew he'd done his hamstring. And that maybe he could have played last week. So last week, I think he may have done a load like the waffle. And going down to West Coast waffle this year, you're just going to get absolutely
You
demolished.
are going to get punished, but it doesn't matter how many minutes you play, doesn't matter where
No,
you
true,
play,
true.
doesn't matter,
It doesn't matter in the
how
AFL.
hard
It
you
doesn't
really
matter in
go.
the AFL though for West Coast this year either. He can play half a quarter if he wants in the big league. I've spoken to somebody in the know as
Oh,
well.
hang on.
actually.
You
Oh,
two
hang
know a
on.
lot
Now
of
here's
people.
here's what I reckon. I reckon you'll find Luke Shuey goes to the halfback flank and plays off the halfback flank for the remainder of this year. And if it holds up, that's where he plays next year. So that we don't have the situation that he's had
So why
in
is it
the
different?
midfield.
So you're not going to hurt your hamstring
Different.
playing off
It's different.
halfback? You're still charging out a halfback and kicking it long down the ground.
0 to 100 when Luke Shuey in those tight, congested spaces. You can control yourself a little bit more.
Yeah.
Can Shuey? Who knows? Time will tell.
You get ahead of steam up
But
first.
I've said, actually, regardless of injuries, I've said either Kelly, Yo, or Shuey need to be
Yeah.
off halfback.
Okay.
Put some spunk down there, put some run down there, put some skill down there.